And a very good evening from Parque Warner Madrid. You're watching Adventure Planet, where tonight I am back here for their Halloween Scary Nights 2024 event. I am super excited to get back in here and see just what they've done in the 2 hours preparation time that they've had between 8 and 10 to get this event ready. Of course, I was here during the day doing a full park vlog. That's up right now on the channel, so check that one out if you've not already done so. And to be fair, the theming for Halloween back then during the day was absolutely top tier. So what they've done behind these doors in those 2 hours, who knows? I've got a feeling it could be absolutely epic. Of course, this event is actually still quite new for them, having only started back in 2022. So this is actually only their third time of doing a Halloween event. So we'll head on in, we'll see what it's like. I am expecting good things. We've got 3 scare zones to check out, 7 scare mazes, as well as all that nighttime entertainment and the shows, and of course, those all-important night rides. Looking forward to getting back on Batman Gotham City Escape for my very first night ride. It's going to be absolutely outstanding. I cannot wait. Prices for admission on this one then start in advance online from €60. However, parking is free, which is a nice addition. And hours of the event, 10 p.m. through until 3 a.m. So it is going to be a long one, but I am super hyped for this. Let's go and check it out. And here we are then, back through those entrance turnstiles, back into Parque Warner Madrid for Halloween Scary Nights 2024. And doesn't the archway look absolutely awesome with all that lighting? It looks great. And I've already seen quite a few costumes worn by people coming in to visit. Of course, that is allowed. I don't think you're allowed to wear masks, but of course you can dress up if you like. Just got myself a coffee as well as we head back into Hollywood Boulevard. All these merch shops, and Hollywood Boulevard itself pretty much is all closed. It doesn't really feature here in Halloween Scary Nights. Look at these pumpkins, they're all nice and lit up now. I am hearing some pretty heavy rock music, which, don't get me wrong, I do like the heavy rock, but yeah, for videos it doesn't make things easy. Sounds like I could be getting a copyright strike here. I would have preferred something a little more original. But you know, it is what it is. I'll take it. All the lighting around this park is absolutely brilliant. I love it. Grauman's Chinese Theatre there, looking great. Oh yeah, it's definitely got a completely different vibe to when I came in at 12 p.m. this afternoon. And here we go. I've got a feeling that Batman Gotham City Escape is going to be a very dark ride. There doesn't appear to be a lot of lighting around that layout. We'll see when we get on it. Oh, the music is pumping. Love it. Absolutely awesome. All the lighting. Hey, there she is. Marilyn Monroe's back. Oh, I don't know. I find something absolutely hilarious about that. I think it's funny. Starbucks is open if you do want to grab yourself a coffee. Foster's Hollywood. Oh, the lighting all looks great. I am in here a little bit early, actually. The event hasn't officially started yet. It's 10 minutes before 10 o'clock. Oh, it's pumping. Let's head down this way, why not? I have no idea where I'm going. I see a flashing red light down here. Let's go take a look. It could be a scare zone. Who knows? Hey, look at this. Oh, well, that obviously means you can wear masks here. That's unusual, actually. You're not allowed to do that back in the UK. You can dress up, but you're not allowed to wear a mask. Oh, there's Stuntfall over there. Yeah, we're heading down towards Warner Brothers Movie World now. So we'll see if we've got a scare zone down here. I can see some fog, which is a good sign. Oh, the lighting around here. Oh, you can just see it all over the back there. It's been really good visiting Parque Warner for the first time. I have actually been really impressed. Like I say, the operations haven't really been tested today due to it being such a quiet day. If you've not seen the vlog, do check that out. We explored the park for the first time, got on all 7 coasters, and explored all 5 of the themed lands that they have here. And there's the IT Experience just off to the left there. Looks quite busy. Doesn't look as though they've got any queue board information out the front with regards to, you know, wait times and such. Bit of a cattle pen queue in there. could be worth heading in, making it experience the first scare maze. You know what? Let's do it. And here we are in the queue then for the It experience. And unfortunately, as per the daytime vlog, I cannot take you in the scare mazes, but I will give you my full thoughts as soon as I come out. We'll obviously do the same as we do back in the UK, grading the mazes out of 5 and checking out things like set design, scare actor quality, intensity, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this queue's moving pretty quickly, so hopefully we'll be inside soon. And I've been waiting about 10 minutes then, just about to go into the building, and all the lights have gone off around the park, which has just made it even more spooky. It's pitch black everywhere. This is great. And started off the night then with the It Experience Scare Maze. Waited just 15 minutes for that one, and that was a strong start. What really made it is that they're actually batching people into quite small groups. For myself, it was just me and 4 others. I was leading the group through some pretty disturbing scenes, actually. Yeah, very circus themed, as you can imagine. There was a scene with lots of hands hanging down from the ceiling. There was a scene with almost like a hall of mirrors, which was really well done. The guy playing Pennywise in there, he was good. He was really well hidden, jumping out at the right moments. The Hall of Mirrors scene, I had the absolute fright of my life when he ended up coming up from behind me. I had no idea he was there, and then he was right in my face. I turned and he was there. Almost died, I gotta say. Yeah, really loud noises in there, some pretty spooky audio. The set designs weren't nothing too special in there. Some of the stuff you kind of seen it all before, like the clown-shaped kind of punch bags and things like that. But some of the scenes in there were really disturbing and gave some good jump scares, especially to one of the couples in there. I've never heard such a piercing scream in all my life. I'm probably going to give that one about a 3 out of 5. It was a relatively short walkthrough, but I still think it was a pretty strong start to the night. Looks like behind us here, we've got a scare zone. So let's go and check this out. And here we go, the smoke is pumping as we come to Apocalypse the Silence. And this is the scare zone found in Movie World Studios. Looks like they're taking people away here, getting them tested. Got the fence coming across here. There's a lot of people in this area. Guys with guns here, not quite sure what's happening. I think she's getting tested or something, I have no idea. What's happening behind the fence? Got all the smoke effects here. Oh, there's lots of shouting going on. I don't know what's happening. Oh. Well, I'm not quite sure who's an actor and who's not. Oh, I see. I think it's a mixture of zombies and the guy's trying to kill them or lure them away. There we go. Look at him. Oh, there he is. Oh. Yeah, I think these guys. Oh, it's all kicking off. Oh, wow. Oh, I see what it is. Basically, the huge sound effects, the explosions that happen, basically set the zombies off. The idea is to stay silent, I guess. Oh, there she is. Oh. Oh wow, they're everywhere. Everyone's just kind of milling around in here trying to get scared by the zombies. Oh, it's great. I mean, the guys with the axes and the barbed wire baseball bats, the guns, and all the zombies. Oh, I love the makeup, really cool. Look at that. Oh wow, so this entire zone just goes down here. Ah, I see, and then it's fenced off at the end here as well. Well, the alarms are going off. This is quite an interesting take, I like this. However, what I will say is this is kind of, oh, oh, it's all happening. Oh, I'm being protected. Oh, don't let it get me. Oh, there we go. Oh. Ah, there you go. If you're quiet, they won't get you. Oh, there it goes. I really like the idea of this. This is cool. Oh, that's not attractive. Oh, I don't think she took too kindly to that. Oh, and there she goes. No, what I would say though is this is as interesting a take as it is. You can understand now why places like Halloween Horror Nights, etc. will have security to keep the crowds moving through the area. Because as you can see, people kind of stop and mill around and it does make the area quite congested. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I do like it. If you talk, they come after you. That's great. There they are. I'm going to head for the exit here. Oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. I don't even know where to look. People just getting chased. Here's the guy with the gun. That was cool. I did enjoy that. Very, very cool. But yeah, like I say, it is a little bit congested there. Obviously, people just hanging around, kind of seeing what's going on. And like I say, yeah, you can understand now why the other scare events do kind of have security, just to kind of push people through, get people keeping on walking through, so it doesn't get like that. Because yeah, it just kind of takes away from it a little bit. But still, that was fun. The rain is starting to fall a little bit here, unfortunately, tonight. It was expected tonight. It's not too hard at the moment. Let's hope it doesn't come down any worse than it is. As we head back into DC Superheroes. And there's another scare zone through here as well. And I'm now heading down towards DC Superheroes Land then, and Batman Gotham City Escape for my dark ride. Oh, I cannot wait to get on. Just off to the left here as well, we have the new scare maze, La Moña. And it looks very, very popular. Look at that queue line stretching all the way back here. That looks very busy. Wow, that's a shame, because that's the scare maze that I really want to make sure that I do tonight. But you know, as much as I do love the scare mazes, I think for me, if push came to shove, I would always enjoy my night rides more. And that looks like an absolutely huge queue. That could take some time to get through all that. So yeah, we'll carry on heading down towards Batman Gotham City Escape. We'll get our night ride on there. I'm expecting potentially a long queue for that as well. I will say that there is a bit of a lack of audio around here. And like, you know, you've got big streets like this here, which could be absolutely fantastic for a scare zone. You know, imagine all the fog around here, props all down this pathway, you know, some audio playing. Yeah, this is kind of, yeah, feels a little bit kind of dead down here. And there's been a few areas like that. And of course, it is quite a large park, and there are only 3 scare zones, which really isn't enough. I mean, you could have easily 6 or 7 in a park of this size. So yeah, areas like this could certainly be a lot better, I feel. But I'm absolutely not going to miss out on a night ride on Batman Gotham City Escape. There's absolutely no way. And yeah, as you can see here, it is very, very dark. Not much lighting around that layout at all. Got all the pumpkins up there. All lit up. Oh, and there she goes. Look at that, you can barely see it. Just the light on the front of the train. Oh, yeah, the train looks great. White lights on the front, red on the back. Would have been nice if they had some down the main body of the train as well. Flashing lights would be cool. Into the corkscrew. Oh, yes. Really, really enjoyed my first ride on here earlier today. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to try and get a back row just to see what that's like. Yeah, it's extremely dark around the layout. This is going to be epic. Hopefully the queue's not too long, but I suspect there's a lot of people that want to get a night ride on this. So let's go take a look. But before we do that though, we have got the other scare zone to check out here, Clowns to Kill. And I'll tell you what, the music here is insanely loud. Oh, we got chainsaws and everything in here. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's incredibly loud. Queue for another scare maze just off to the right there. Night of Chaos. Oh, there she is. Hey. Oh, the spooky clowns. Oh, it's so loud here. Look at his shoes. What's going on? I can hear a chainsaw though. Oh, they're all getting a selfie. You won't see that at Halloween Horror Nights. Hey. And just a little bit there then from the Clowns to Kill scare zone here in the DC Superheroes area. And yeah, I only put a little bit in because I'll tell you what, that music over there is obscenely loud. And also, not long after I stopped filming, the clowns just all kind of walked off. I think they've gone for their cigarette break or something. They're back out there now. But yeah, they just all disappeared and it was just an area with really, really loud music. I've got to say, I feel like the scare zones here, the two that I've seen, they do need quite a bit of work. They are lacking in atmosphere. We need more fog. We need some props around and yeah, some proper scares. Apocalypse the Silence was good idea. I feel like execution wise though, yeah, again, that needs a little bit of work. They need to kind of move the crowds through a little bit and stop people congregating. It was the same kind of story with Clowns to Kill as well, and to be honest, they're not really giving people jump scares anyway. They're kind of going around taking selfies with people, so yeah, not really a scare zone, that one. Anyway, I've come back from there into Batman Gotham City Escape. Now annoyingly, the queue boards around the park here at night don't actually tell you what the queue time is for the ride, so I'm not quite sure what this one is. It is queuing outside of the manor at the moment, but obviously once you get inside there, the queue line isn't all that long, so hopefully it's not backed up too much. We'll go and check it out. I'm absolutely not missing out on a night ride on Batman Gotham City Escape, so let's head on in and see how long we wait. Oh, and the evacuation has begun again. I really do quite like that pre-show actually, the evacuation from the manor through into the basement, seeing all the tech and the weapons and stuff in here. I think it's great. Here we go, through all the corridors. Took just 10 minutes to get to the pre-show. And here we go, we should be on in another 10. So yeah, 20 minutes for a night ride on Gotham City Escape. I will absolutely take that. I had two priorities tonight, and that's to get a night ride on this, as well as experience the La Moña Scare Maze. So I'll be checking that out a little bit later on. It's early days yet, it's not even midnight. Here we go, back into the Gotham City Transit. 10 minutes and we should be on. And just 25 minutes later then, we're here in the station for Gotham City Escape. And look at this, I've got my back row. Oh, I cannot wait. What a great coaster this is. Best coaster on park by some considerable margin. And while I certainly don't rate it as good as Velocicoaster, it's an absolutely brilliant addition to this park. Enjoy your ride. Hey. And here we go then. How epic are these trains? Look at that. It looks great from the front. Back row ride, Gotham City Escape. Let's go. Oh, and what an absolutely epic night ride that was on Gotham City Escape. However, I gotta say, it looks like I had it just in time. We got a full evac going on here on the second launch, just before the top hat. And that's not the only reason how I just about made it, because shortly after my ride, I just exited the gift shop and it was absolutely throwing it down. So this is about 30 minutes now after my ride. So yeah, this isn't good to see. I'm not sure if that's going to be back up tonight. It might be. We've got another 3 hours left of the night, but yeah, that's not looking good. But what an absolutely phenomenal ride it was though. And I'll tell you what, the little kind of stop at the top of the top hat here actually worked in its favor at night, because the views from up there were absolutely amazing. Ah yeah, it's a shame to see this. And the back row ride as well, you're held up there for a lot longer, or it certainly feels like a lot longer. And it's warmed up nicely throughout the day. There was some great airtime there, especially on that airtime hill just through here. You can just kind of see it there. I can't actually see where I'm pointing. Let me have a look. It's just here, the airtime hill. It was absolutely fantastic on the back. Some sideways airtime as well, just after this corkscrew. Coming around here, nice bit of sideways airtime. It was an absolutely phenomenal ride. Some good kick to the launches. It's warmed up nicely. Absolutely love it. Like I say, I still don't rate it above Velocicoaster. Velocicoaster's still in my top 10. I wouldn't say that Gotham City Escape even makes the top 20 or anything like that. But in terms of a night ride, it was absolutely phenomenal. Look at those trains. Just looks great. Oh, I love it. Would have loved to have got another night ride on there, but yeah, I'm not quite sure with how it is at the moment, whether that's going to be coming back into service tonight. I'll keep an eye on it though, and if it does, we'll certainly get back on. As like I say, you know, obviously part of the Halloween nights are the scare mazes, the scare zones and all that kind of stuff. But for me, it's just kind of soaking up the atmosphere really and getting on those night rides on things like Gotham City Escape. You know, things that you're not going to be able to do every day because of course we're here in Spain. So I will always prioritize rides like that, but I do want to try and get the La Moña scare maze done. So I'm going to head back down to that now, and hopefully the queues have died down a little bit. Maybe this heavy rain that we've just had, or heavy shower, shall I say, might have filtered the park out a little bit. So let's go take a look. But before I head back that way, I thought I'd head back into the Old West territory, as this was certainly the best themed area in the day. And there is another scare zone here, the final scare zone, 3 of 3, Astaroth Evil Trinity. And there is a scare maze up here as well, so we will just check out the queue time and we will jump in there if it's not too bad. And of course all these food kiosks are still open as well. Oh, it's flooded down here, wow. It really did come down hard earlier. Oh, here we go. This is more like it. This is the atmosphere we want. Lots of fog. And the scare actors kind of hiding in amongst it. Hey, that's cool. Carrying the lantern. Oh, yeah. This is more like it. The music blaring. You can't see 2 feet in front of you. This is what we like. Needs to be more of this around the park. Oh, the music is blaring. Uh-oh, here they are. Uh-oh. Love it. And unfortunately, the rain is absolutely hammering down again, so I've had to escape from the scare zone into Ghost Town, which is this little restaurant here. And I've grabbed myself this pulled pork bun, burger, whatever you want to call it. Look at it, absolutely packed to the brim with my trusty Coke Zero. This came to just under £14. It's worth noting though that if you do give these cups back, you do get €1 for your trouble, or of course you can keep them as a reusable mug. But this smells absolutely awesome. Do love a good bit of pulled pork. So looking forward to getting this in, and then hopefully the rain will have stopped and we can head back to La Moña. Oh, and I'll tell you what, as delicious as that pulled pork burger was, I just couldn't finish it. Managed about 2/3 and then just had to give up. I'm absolutely stuffed. So come back out of the Ghost Town restaurant now, back into Astaroth, Evil Trinity. And I tell you what, people out here have been absolutely screaming for their lives. People certainly seem to get a lot more scared here at Parque Warner Madrid than any other Halloween event that I've been to. Scare actors back out in full effect. Oh, there goes one. But while I'm here, Expedientes Warren is here. Scare Maze 2 of 7. I think I'll head into this one. Definitely not going to get all 7 mazes done tonight. But while I'm here in the Old West Territory, I figure I'd hop on in here and see what it's like. The Conjuring universe. And here we are in the queue line for Expedientes Warren, then based on The Conjuring. Oh, how creepy is this? And I have just come out of the scare maze Expedientes Warren then, and I tell you what, that was really unsettling. I haven't been that scared in quite a while actually. I tell you what, that was pretty terrifying. Some really unsettling scenes in there. Of course, it's all based on the Conjuring film, so you had the scary nun was in there, the Annabelle doll, and some just real creepy scenes like this empty cot, but you had like this crying baby audio. You had this horrible demon holding this baby kind of rocking in this chair. You had church scenes, you had all the upside down crosses, you had all the nuns walking around. It was really, really unsettling, and a good length as well. Yeah, it felt like I was in there for 10 minutes at least. It really just kept going and going. Pitch black rooms, really loud sound effects, and that really haunting audio, certainly through the first half. The audio wasn't so good in the second half of the maze, but in the first half, that really was something else. Really, really spectacular. Like I say, I really genuinely found that pretty unsettling and terrifying. That's a solid 4 out of 5 for me. If not, maybe a 5, purely on just, like I say, how unsettling it was. Really impressed with that. And as we head back to La Moña then, it's worth noting that Batman Gotham City Escape is back in action. That's good to see. I was a little bit worried about that earlier. Oh, look at it go. Absolutely fantastic. We'll definitely see if I can get another night ride on that a little bit later on. Here she comes, into the corkscrew again. Oh, absolutely phenomenal. And I tell you what, even Stuntfall at the back looks quite good, doesn't it? In the dark with all the lighting on there, yeah, it looks really quite impressive. And yeah, I gotta say that Astaroth Trinity of Evil scare zone was by far the best of the 3. A lot more fog, better lighting, and yeah, the scare actors really kind of taking advantage of that fog as well and jumping out at people that weren't expecting it. Definitely the best of the 3. However, it did still suffer with that same obnoxiously loud audio as the other 2 scare mazes. It is definitely something they need to take a look at, I think, in kind of, years to follow for this event. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like some loud audio, loud music and sound effects in a scare maze, but like I say, there's loud and then there's obnoxiously loud, and unfortunately all 3 of the mazes here kind of suffered with the latter. And yeah, they just need to tone down the volume a little bit, but otherwise that 3rd scare maze was really, really good. Yeah, they were coming up to people in the queue line for Expedientes Warren and all that kind of stuff, so yeah, that was really, really cool. And yeah, a lot of people getting really scared over there as well. I don't know if maybe they were of the religious types or something. And I don't know, but yeah, I've heard some really loud piercing screams coming from people, and people literally running for what looks like their lives to get out of the scare maze. Yeah, it's been quite funny to watch. Yeah, Stuntfall looks really nice back there actually. Still not going to be going on that though, even at night. Definitely give that one a miss as we head back round to La Moña. Hopefully the queue's died off a little bit, but even if it hasn't, and I gotta say it doesn't look like it has, still got to join the queue anyway, because this is not a scare maze I want to miss out on here tonight. Let's join the queue. And I've just come out of my experience in La Moña then, and I've also had a second night ride on Batman Gotham City Escape. I tell you what, that ride is phenomenal at night. Not as good in the rain though, I tell you, it has started raining again. Yeah, it was pretty painful in those launches, but you know, that's to be expected, isn't it? Oh, here it comes right now into that second launch, into the top hat. Oh, it's just phenomenal. In terms of La Moña though, yeah, really good scare maze. That same kind of theme really as Expedientes Warren, kind of, you know, with the priests and the nuns and kind of the church scenes in there as well. Yeah, very, very creepy. Nice little touch is that the leader of the group actually takes you through with a torch. You're actually given a torch, some dark areas in there, and that was a nice touch actually. I really quite enjoyed that. Some good jump scares in there, excellent acting quality, and some pretty good scenes as well. There was a nice cemetery scene in there where they actually had fake grass down on the floor. So yeah, that was nice, kind of give a bit of a spongy feel underneath your feet kind of thing. Just something a little bit different, you know. You had bodies all over the floor. You had a great jump scare in the church where one of the nuns kind of jumped up and kind of started going crazy, followed by like a really loud sound effect, which was really, really good. Not quite as long as Expedientes Warren. It felt actually quite short on the flip side. So yeah, that wasn't so good. But both of those mazes are really quite strong, and I would give that one a 4 out of 5 as well. Unfortunately though, due to the lost time to the rain, getting on obviously Batman Gotham City Escape for the second time and queuing for almost 45 minutes for La Moña, we're actually at the end of the night. We've got 12 minutes to go before 3 o'clock. I don't know what's happened to the time. It's just absolutely flown by. So I'm going to make my way back to the entrance of the park now. Managed 3 out of the 7 mazes, not too bad. I've done the mazes that I wanted to do. Would have liked to have done more, but unfortunately with the weather we've lucked out a little bit. Here it comes again. Oh, absolutely fantastic. What a night ride that is. Let's make our way back to the entrance of the park. And just some highlights there then of the Pyro show here in the DC Heroes area. Good job I came back through this way on the way to the entrance of the park. Wasn't expecting that show to be on. Yeah, wasn't too bad. Some good flame effects in there, some fireworks, and the clowns going around in the crowd as well. And here we are at the mini Dodgems. Oh, it's absolute carnage. Love a good Dodgems. Not much dodging going on here though. And back in the car now then, as it did start absolutely hammering down with rain again. Yeah, we've really not been very lucky at all with the weather today. But, you know, it is what it is. I've still had an enjoyable night. I will say, though, that, you know, I'm not sure if maybe I hyped it up a little bit too much in my head. But I have to say that I have come away tonight feeling just a little bit disappointed, really. Don't get me wrong, the scare mazes that they had there were really really strong. The 3 of the 7 that I done didn't get to do quite as many as I was hoping to do tonight, but the 3 that I did do were really, really strong. The Id Experience, Expientes, I think it was called, De Warren or something, Expientes Warren, whatever that was called, and Lemonia, all really, really strong, really quite creepy, unsettling, and yeah, definitely I think my favourite maze out of the 3 that I done was probably Lemonia, just because I like that kind of touch of the leader kind of going in with a torch. That was really, really cool. And of course, with these events, it's always great to get back on the night rides. Batman Gotham City Escape, absolutely fantastic night ride. I recommend it to anybody. And that final Pyro show was actually quite good as well. Yeah, quite enjoyed that. The scare zones, though, left a lot to be desired. Like I say, that music needs turning down by quite a lot. It is obnoxiously loud, and the scare zones were quite small as well, unfortunately. I felt they could definitely be expanded, and just 3 scare zones as well just isn't really enough for a park of that size. They definitely need more scare zones. They had a scare zone in each of the areas that is actually open for Halloween Scary Nights, aside from Hollywood Boulevard, but I just feel like they needed to be bigger. Having said that, the one that was in the Old West territory, that one was actually quite good, aside from the loud music. That wasn't too bad, but I just feel like they need to be a little bit bigger. And there was a strange kind of, a couple of times, certainly with the Apocalypse Silent scare maze, I walked past there a couple of times, and everyone had just gone. It was like the scare maze had just finished. There was a couple of sounds still going off, but there were no actors around. And we saw that as well with the clowns in the DC area. They just kind of all disappeared for a while and then came back 10 minutes later. So yeah, the scare zones could definitely do with some work. And I think, yeah, just the rest of the park as well. We just need to see some more fog, some more props around, and just to give it, you know, a little bit of more of an atmosphere, really. But of course, you know, the event is in its infancy. It's only its 3rd year. So hopefully we do see those improvements going forward into future years. Because I do feel like the park has got a lot of potential for a really decent Halloween event. I'd like to see a show on using that space where all the water is. I think they have like the Aquaman spectacular stunt show or something out there during the summer months, and it'd be nice to see something using that for Halloween Scary Nights, perhaps, instead of just the stage in DC. That would be good to see. But on the whole, though, yeah, it's not been a bad night at all. However, considering it was €60, I really don't think it's worth that. Not until some major improvements are made, at least, anyway. But that's been it, though, from Parque Warner Madrid. The next vlog coming up right here on Adventure Planet will, of course, be from Portaventura Park. Really looking forward to getting back there, getting on some of my favourite rides, checking out the park, and, of course, Ferrari Land as well. That's coming up right here on Adventure Planet real soon. But from here at the very rainy Parque Warner Madrid, I want to thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy riding, everybody, and I will see you at Portaventura